Good morning students. In last video we have discussed about working of web pages, blogs, web browsers and URLs. In this video we are going to discuss about three different topics: newsgroup, HTML and protocol. As you know, internet is not only about chatting, emailing or exploring. It provides a large number of other services to its user. One such service allows you to communicate with people who share your interests. For example, if you want to discuss or learn about the latest development in IT, you can join an IT group. Such a group on internet where you can share ideas on a specific topic with other people is called newsgroup. It is like a electronic bulletin board. A newsgroup or forum is online community bulletin board where user can post messages, respond to posted messages or just read them. Group of related messages are known as threads. On a newsgroup, you can search for a specific topic and find postings or messages related to that topic. You can view these postings, respond to a posting or submit your own posting. However, to post messages on a newsgroup, you will have to first become its member. You can subscribe to various newsgroups. It can either be done online or by creating a news account in news client software. Example of some newsgroups are all.tennis, all.astrology, com.language, .c++, etc. If you want to join a group on HTML, so you need to search for it first of all, what all groups are there, and then subscribe to it or join it. Suppose you want to join a group on HTML in Yahoo group. For that, we first open the page groups.yahoo.com and then search for HTML in text box given for searching group. Now display some results according to our search, that's a HTML search, wherefrom we selected HTML codes. To become member of this group so that we can post our messages, we create a join group link and follow the instruction given by the Yahoo site. Once we become members, we could post our message by clicking at post, then by typing the desired message in the box provided for it and then clicking at post message. A message can be read by clicking at its title. One can reply a message by clicking at the reply button. So this is newsgroup. Now let's discuss about the HTML. That stands for Hypertext Markup Language. The World Wide Web is an exciting new medium bringing information, images, advertising and what not to every desktop. Do you know that everything that you see on the web is document written in a special language called HTML or Hypertext Markup Language. This language tells the browser like Mosaic or Netscape or Internet Explorer, Mozilla Firefox or Chrome how to display text, picture and links on the screen. It was first developed by Tim Berners-Lee in 1990. HTML used to create electronic documents called pages that are displayed on the World Wide Web. Every web page you see on internet is written using one version of HTML code or another. HTML code ensures the proper formatting of text and images for your browser. Without HTML, a browser would not know how to display text as element or load images or other elements. HTML also provides a basic structure of the page, upon which cascading style sheets are overlaid to change its appearance. One could think of HTML as the bones, that's the structure of a web page, and CSS as its skin, as its appearance. Now let's discuss about some terms in HTML. The first one, hypertext. It is a special type of digital text that contains links to other text. It is just the way web operates. Hypertext is something that's gone beyond the limitation of ordinary text, unlike the text in a book. It permits you by clicking with the mouse to immediately access the text in one of millions of different electronic sources. The second one, markup. It refers to a special symbol or instructions indicating the format, style, or a structure for an electronic document or web page. It is a sequence of characters or other symbols that you use at certain places in a text file to indicate how the file should look when it is displayed in browser. The markup indicators are often called tags. The next one is markup language. It is a set of standard, that's a well-designed tags, structure, etc. to create an appropriate markup scheme for an electronic document, such as web page. It refers to the way tags are used to define the page layout and elements within the page. To understand markup in HTML, consider the following figure that shows the HTML markup and its final result. In the first figure, it shows the different type of markup. That's a HTML, head, title, body, H1P. These are the markup or tags that tell the browser what to do and how to display the text given there. Here the title tag or markup tells the browser that it should be displayed in the title of the page. Here the H1, it's used for the largest heading. It tells the browser to display in the largest size, and the P markup or tag tells the browser to display as a paragraph. So it's about HTML. Now let's discuss about protocols. A protocol is a system of rules that define how something is to be done. In computer terminology, a protocol is usually an agreed upon or standardized method for transmitting data and or establishing communication between different devices. It is a standard set of rules that allow electronic devices to communicate with each other. The rules include what type of data may be transmitted, what commands are used to send and receive data, and how data transfer are confirmed. You think of protocol as a spoken language. Each language has its own rules and vocabulary. If two people share the same language, they can communicate effectively. Similarly, if two hardware devices support the same protocol, they can communicate with each other, regardless of manufacturer or type of devices. For example, an Apple iPhone can send an email to Android device using a standard mail protocol. A Windows-based PC can load a web page from Unix-based web server using a standard web protocol. As for example, protocol exists for several different applications. Include wired networking, that is Ethernet, wireless networking, and internet communication. The internet protocol suite, which is used for transmitting data over internet, contains the dozens of protocols. These protocols may be broken into 4 categories. First one, link layer. Second one, internet layer. Fourth one, transport layer. And fifth one, application layer. Link layer protocol establishes communication between devices at a hardware level. In order to transmit data from one device to another, each device's hardware must support the same link layer protocol. Internet layer protocol are used to initiate data transfer and route them over the internet. Transport layer protocol defines how packets are sent, received, and confirmed. Application layer protocol contain command for a specific application. For example, a web browser uses HTTPS to securely download the contents of a web page from web server. An email client uses SMTP to send email messages through a mail server. Now let's discuss about some common protocol used by World Wide Web. The first one is HTTP. That stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol. Hypertext refers to a special format of text that contains link to other text, just a way we find links on a web page, which lead to other page. To create a such page, hypertext files are created. The Hypertext Transfer Protocol is an access method or method to access web page used on internet. It is a primary access method for interacting with the internet. The HTTP generally works in combination with World Wide Web. The HTTP is responsible for accessing hypertext document on World Wide Web. Since World Wide Web is system governing the use of multimedia files on net and the hypertext files supported multimedia, the HTTP works in combination of World Wide Web. HTTP is the underlying protocol used by the World Wide Web, and this protocol defines how messages are formatted and transmitted, and what action web servers and browsers should take in response to various commands. Hypertext Transfer Protocol is an application layer protocol for transmitting hypermedia documents such as HTML. It was designed for communication between web browser and web server, but it can also be used for other purposes. HTML follows a classical client-server model, with a client opening a connection to make a request, then waiting until it receives a response. HTTP is a stateless protocol, meaning that the server does not keep any data between two requests. Though often based on TCP/IP layer, it can be used on any reliable transport layer. That is a protocol that does not lose message silently like UDP does. For example, when you enter a URL in your web browser, this actually sends a HTTP command to web server, directing it to fetch and transmit the requested web page. And next one is HTTPS, Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. HTTPS is another text exchange protocol that has a full form as Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. HTTPS is enhanced version of HTTP working with SSL certificate. SSL takes care of ensuring that the data goes securely over the internet. With a regular HTTP protocol, the text or information being transferred flow from server to browser directly without any encryption, which means it can be easily stolen. You can understand encryption as this is the actual text or information converted into some code word using a specific type of technology called SSL. That stands for Secure Socket Layer Certificate. The SSL helps create a secure and encrypted connection between the server and the browser. This ensures that the information is encryption and connection is safe, so that hackers cannot steal your crucial sensitive information. The principal motivation of HTTPS are authentication of the accessed website and protection of the privacy and integrity of exchange data while in transit. It protects against man-in-the-middle attack and the bidirectional encryption of communications between the client and server. It protects the communication against eavesdropping and tampering. In practice, this provides a responsible assurance that one is communicating with intended website without interference from attackers. The authentication aspect of HTTPS requires a trusted third party to sign server-side digital certificate. This was historically an expensive operation, which meant fully authentic HTTPS connection were usually found only on the secured payment transaction service and other secured corporate information system on the World Wide Web. As you can see in the second figure, next figure, how to check if your connection is secure. Before keying any personal or financial information on any website, make sure that the URL starts with HTTPS and that there is a padlock sign on the navigation bar or footer of your browser, as shown in this figure. Now let's discuss about the difference between HTTP and HTTPS. The following figure states the difference between the communication over HTTP and HTTPS. As you can see in the figure, HTTP transfer data between the browser and the web server in hypertext format, whereas HTTPS transfer data in encrypted format. Thus, the HTTP prevents hacker from reading and modifying the data during the transfer between the browser and the web server. Even if hacker manage to intercept the communication. They will not able to use it because the message is encrypted. So here is some difference between HTTP and HTTPS. In HTTP, it is a system for transferring information over internet without any security feature. But in HTTPS, it is a system of transferring information with SSL that encrypt and sends information over a secure connection, making it too hard to steal. Second, in HTTP, it is useful for sending non-sensitive information. For HTTPS, it is used for exchanging sensitive information. For HTTP, it's generally used for blogs, entertainment, information, and general article, etc. But HTTPS used for exchanging information such as login details, bank details, payment details, etc. It does not HTTP does not require any additional technology for data exchange or transfer. HTTPS requires additional SSL certificate for secure exchange of data or information. So that's all for today. Thank you.